Right. So we have started with what internal tables. Okay, and we have seen two syntaxes for what internal tables. Okay. So in the first syntax, how we are declaring the internal table, we are saying data begin of what internal table name, and we are saying what occurs some 0 or 1 or 2, so on so. Okay, and here we are declaring the what fields, field 1, field 2, like this we are declaring what n number of what fields, end of what internal table. This is the first syntax you have discussed. Then in the second syntax, how we are declaring data some internal table name, like some existing what structure, existing structure or internal table. Then we are saying what occurs n, and we are saying what with header line or what without header line. So these are the two syntaxes we have discussed. So in both the syntaxes we are using what occurs keyword. Already we have discussed occurs keyword will do what static allocation of what memory. If the memory is not utilized, there is a possibility of what memory wastage. Okay, so because of this reason, it is recommended not to declare the internal tables by using what occurs addition. Okay, so in the older implementations, in the older versions, people used to follow this particular syntaxes, but the recommended syntax is this one. Okay, so agenda is what we have to declare the internal table without using what occurs keyword. So SAP has provided one standard syntax for declaring what internal table. What is that? In step 1 we have to declare the required fields using what, using types declaration. This declaration provides a template of the internal table. Okay, this declaration provides a template of the internal table and what work area. Okay, so what is the syntax for this? The syntax for this is you have to use the types keyword, begin of type name, n number of fields, and end of what type name. Understood? So far we are using what data keyword. Now we have to use what types keyword. So this is the first step you have to do when you are using the standard syntax. Then in the second step, we have to declare the internal table based on what types declaration. Okay, so let us see the programming, then we'll understand it better. Right, so I'll open ABAP editor SC38. Right, program name, I'll give the program name as something Z what, Z730. 18 is already there, I'll go for 19. Okay, right, so let me provide some title here. Then type of program, as usual executable program. I'll save it inside what local objects. Let us save it in local objects. Right, so my requirement is I want to declare an internal table for storing some employee data. Okay, so before we what create the types declaration, or before we create any internal table, we have to visualize what fields you require. So what is my requirement? I want to capture the employee data. So what are the fields we generally take? Employee number, employee name, and employee designation. Okay, so assume that I want three fields in this context. What is the step 1 here? Declare the required fields using types declaration. You have to use types keyword, and you have to say begin of type name and end of what type name. So let me use types keyword. Okay, types begin of type name. You can give any name, but in general in most of the projects type name will start with what ty underscore, just to represent that as what types declaration. I can give any name here, doesn't matter. Don't think that if I give ty underscore only then it is considered as types. No, I can give any name, but we are trying to follow the coding standard. So that is the reason. Let me start with ty underscore followed by some meaningful name. I'll give a meaningful name as something what emp. Done. Then what I want to declare some fields. So if you see the syntax here, field 1 to what? Field n. So here I'll say emp number type what? I, that is integer. Then employee name of 20 type what? C. Then next I'll say employee what? Designation of something 25 type C. And then end of what? End of ty underscore em. So what is the first step here? We have to create the declare the required fields using types declaration. So by using types keyword, I am declaring some required fields. Understood? If I remove this type and if I keep it as data, we call it as a structure only. Understood? So last 2 days back we have seen how to declare what? Structures. So if you use data keyword, I call it as what? Structure. Memory will be allocated for this. Okay, how much memory is allocated? It depends upon the fields in the structure. Employee number is what? Integer. So in ABAP, integer occupies 4 bytes, character occupies 1 byte, 1 into 20. So 20 plus 4, 24 plus 25, 49 bytes will be allocated if I use what? Data keyword. But here if you observe the syntax, you have to use what keyword? Types keyword. So here let me use what? Types keyword. Understood? So this types keyword, remember, it will not allocate any memory. If I use data keyword only, memory will be allocated, then I can store some data. But types keyword will never allocate what? Memory. It only provides what? Template of the fields. When I say template of the fields, what are the field names, what are the data type of the fields, what is the width of the field, all those things I call it as what? Template. Understood? So this is nothing but what? We are creating our own data type. Whenever I use types keyword, you have to understand that is what? User defined data type. But memory will not be allocated because I am not using what? Data keyword, I am using what? Types keyword. So template is what? Created. What is the meaning of template? Template means suppose I want to prepare a resume. So if you open MS Word, you'll have some templates. Na? Yes or no? We have some standard templates given by what? Microsoft. I can open the template and I can replace with my own data format. Template is what? A predefined format. Suppose if you take our monthly telephone bills, okay, suppose assume that we are all Tata customers. Everyone will receive the bill in the same format, na? But the data would be what? Different. That is called as a template, a format, predefined format. So here also types keyword will only provide the template, means what are the names of the fields, what are the data type of the fields. So that's what the notes I gave you. See, types keyword is used for what? Creating what? A user defined data type. It does not allocate any memory. Understood? It does not allocate any memory. It only provides what? Template of the fields like field name, field type, field size, etc. Understood? So since I'm saying that memory is not allocated, I cannot store the data. Suppose, just to understand the point, what is the name of the type? Ty underscore emp. What is one of the field here? Employee number. So I'll say ty underscore emp. How do we access the structure fields? Structure name hyphen field name. Internal table also internal table name hyphen field name. So here also I am saying type name followed by what? Field name equal to I am trying to assign some value. This is very much valid only if the memory is what? Allocated. Then only I can store what? Data. But just now I said that if I use types keyword, memory will not be allocated. See here now, when I do syntax check, let me save it. When I do syntax check, I got an error, syntax error, field ty underscore empf and employee number is what? Unknown. It is neither in one of the specified tables nor defined by what? Data statement. Suppose now here instead of using types keyword, if I use data keyword, what happens? Memory will be what? Allocated. Then I can store what? Data. Now when I do syntax check here, I am not getting any errors because I used what? Data keyword. Memory will be what? Allocated. How the memory is allocated in this case? Already we have discussed this. We are having how many fields? Three fields: employee number, employee name, and employee designation. So if you assume this as employee number, employee name, employee designation, and if you assume the starting memory location is 100, employee number is what type here? Integer. In ABAP, integer occupies 4 bytes. So 100 to what? 104 will be employee number. Then employee name of 20, type C. Each character occupies 1 byte. 1 into 20 is what? 20. So 104 to what? 124. Then 124 to what? 149. So this memory will be allocated only if I use what? Data keyword. I can store the data. But now I should not use data keyword. I have to use what? Types keyword. Just we are creating the template. So when I do syntax check, I'll get an error. It is not defined by what? Data statement. So for your reference, I'll just comment this. I'll give a comment here. What is syntax error? Okay, so we have created what? Types declaration. So once the types declaration, this also a structure. Anything which is a collection of fields, we call it as what? Structure. But memory is not allocated. Am I clear? I can call this also as what? The structure only, because it is a collection of what? Fields, but memory is not allocated. So what is the next step here? Declare the internal table based on what? Types declaration. Now I need to declare the internal table. So before I show you this step, internal tables are classified into what? Some three types here: standard internal table, sorted internal table, and what? Hashed internal table. Standard and sorted comes under what? Indexed. Okay, so I cannot discuss all these things at a time. In the next 3 days we will be understanding the difference between what? Standard, sorted, and what? Hash. Then you will understand when to use what type of internal table. No one will tell us to go for standard, to go for sorted, or to go for hashed. The developer has to what? Decide it depending on the requirement. Depending on some analysis, we should decide what internal table we have to use. Most of the time we'll be using what? Standard. Okay, done. And if you don't specify any type for the internal table, what is the internal table type by default? Standard. Okay, so let's see the syntax now. Yeah, see the syntax. Data internal table type, I have to use what? Standard table of, or what? Sorted table of, or what? Hashed table of. Type name, what is the type we created here? Based on the type only we have to create what? Internal table. And in the square brackets I gave what? With header line. Okay, so since I gave it in the square brackets here, you have to understand that is what? Optional. I may or may not use. If I give anything in the, angular brackets, you have to understand that is what? Mandatory, compulsory. If I give anything in the square brackets, assume that is what? Optional. Sometimes we may use, sometimes we may not use. Okay, but for the time being, let me go for what? With header line only. Okay, so let me, what is the default internal table type? Yes, standard. So what I'll do here is, so data I have to give what? Internal table name. Again I can give any name, but in general internal table in most of the project we will start with what? T underscore, or in some project they will start with what? IT underscore. Am I clear? So different project will have different coding standards. You have to go through that and develop. So T underscore, I can give any name. Let me give a meaningful name. Since this internal table is going to store employee data, so I'll say T underscore what? EMP. Okay, what else? Type so and so. So I'll say type what? I'll go for what? Standard table of. I'll go for standard table of. What is this? Type name. What is the type name in our context? Ty underscore what? EMP. Ty underscore EMP. Then let me go for what? With header line. Later on we'll see without header. Okay, so I'll say with what? Header line. Am I clear? So I created an internal table based on what? Types declaration with what? Header. So I can declare like this. Let me comment here. I will not use any what? Standard or sorted or hashed. If I don't give anything, by default it is what? Yes, standard internal table. So I can say standard table of, or simply say what? Table of. Done. So I created the internal table. So what you have to understand here is, anywhere did I use the occur statement? No, here I didn't use any occur statement. But in the earlier two syntaxes, we are forced to use what? Occurs keyword, which will do what? Static allocation of what? Memory. There is a possibility of what? Memory wastage. Okay, so I am declaring a internal table, right? So before I continue, any question so far, please ask me. First, let me take classroom. Classroom, any questions? Yeah. Yeah, header line is nothing but work area, a structure, row type, or we call it as line type. Later on, we'll not give this. Later on, if I don't give this, what happens? Only body will be available, no header line. So how to work with those things? Again, that will come going forward. Online, any questions? Mustafa, you are not practiced. What is this syntax? What is out? See, blindly we cannot write whatever we want, na? Any programming you'll have what? Syntax. So what is the syntax for declaring internal table here? Data. What is this? Internal table name. So I am proposing the name as what? T underscore emp. You give my name, your name. This is also what? Internal table. Understood? So since I am capturing what? Employee data, I am giving a meaningful name. And in general, we'll start the internal table with what name? T underscore. T underscore some meaningful name. I can give anything there. Then what? What else? Type standard table of, or sorted table of, or what? Hash table of. So I use what? Standard table of. Even if I don't use standard, by default it is what? Standard internal table. Okay, of what? Type name. What is the type name in my context? What is the type name in my context? Ty underscore what? Emp. With what? Header line. I am going by the syntax. We must remember syntax. So how you can remember means not looking at the program, spending time on the system. Am I clear? Done. So I created the internal table with what? Header line. Yeah, what is the other doubt? Yes, it has got the connection now. This internal table, this internal table is created based on what? Ty underscore what? Emp only. What are the internal table we are creating? It is created based on what? Ty underscore emp. If I give ABC here also have to give what? ABC. Okay. So here the advantage of this syntax is I am not using any what? Occurs keyword. So what happens? What happens is the memory will be allocated in the runtime depending on the data you store. So in this case, what happens? Since I said what? With header line, only what will be there? Yes, only header will be there. Body, there is no memory allocated as of now. The moment you start storing the data, memory will be allocated dynamically. See, if I use occurs here, then it will allocate how many? 8 bytes. But I am not using any what? Occurs keyword. So how much memory is allocated means it depends on the data you store. In the runtime, memory will be what? Allocated. So there is no wastage of what? Memory. Okay, so done. Then already we know how do we fill the data in the internal table. How do we fill it? How do you fill it? First you have to put the data in what? Header. From header you have to copy to what? Body. So what I'll do here, I'll say what? Before storing any data, better to what? Clear. Na? So I'm saying clear T underscore what? EMP. This is an internal table with header or without header? With header. So what happens? This statement will always clear what? Headers. Even though there is no data available, at this stage there is no data available. But better programming, good programming is what? before you store any data, you clear what? The old data. If anything here, it will clear that. Done. Then I'll assign what is the internal table name, t underscore emp. What are the field names? Employee number, t underscore emp for employee name. I'll say something Ravi, t underscore emp for employee designation equal to what? Something what? Something manager. So where this data will be assigned? In the header. From header you have to copy to what? Body. So what I have to say? Append t underscore what? emp. So already we have discussed yesterday. Append will copy the data from what? Header to the end of the internal table. So as of now, assume this is your internal table. So the data would be copied. Sorry. The data will be copied from what? Header to what? Body. Okay, so in the body also each record contains how many fields? 3 fields. Okay, so let me just put it here. Employee number, employee name, and employee designation. What is the data you stored in the header? 6 Ravi and what? Manager. So let me put it here. This is 6, this is Ravi, and this is something what? Manager. Okay, and the same data we are appending it to what? End of the internal table. So this is again what? Manager. Okay, so what statement is doing that? Append. Done. Okay, then once again let me assign one more data. Comments not required. So I'm saying what? Clear what? T underscore emp. So this will always clear what? Header na. So whatever the data is there in the header, it will going to what? Clear. If you don't clear also, SAP will clear, but you'll have the problem going forward. To understand the problem, I'm just clearing it. In this context, even if you don't clear, we will get the output. Our agenda is not to get the output. How better we write the program. Am I clear? Okay, so done. I have cleared that. Then what I did here, let me store a different data for, I'll see something what? Mahesh, and let me put it as what? Something what? Employee. For Mahesh and what? Employee. So this data is assigned where? In the header only. This is for, and this is something Mahesh, and this is something what? Something what? Employee. Something. Okay, then what happens here? We are appending na. So again this is 4, and this is something Mahesh, and this is something what? Employer. So this is your another record in the internal table. Am I clear? Again, what is this statement? Append statement. Append statement will always copy the data to what? End of the internal table. Am I clear? Yesterday what happened? By default some memory got allocated na. How much? 8 KB. Here there is no static allocation of memory. The moment you try to store the data, then the memory dynamically, the memory is what? Allocated. Okay, done. So let me say what here? Append what? T underscore emp. Let me just send one more record. Right, so I'm assigning what? Some data. So whenever we do the assignment, first the data is stored in what? Header. From header we are copying it to what? Body. So like this, how many records I have appended? Some what? 5 records I have appended. Okay, so already we know how to fill it. Okay, so just like this, the data would be what? Filled. Overall how many records? Some 5 records. Okay, so like that it continues, so that you can take it later on. Not required. Done. So now how do you fill the data from the internal table? Yes, already we know. How do you print it? Again you have to get what? I cannot directly print it from what? Body. I have to get each record from where? Body to what? Header. So I have to start from the first record of the internal table, and you have to loop it to what? Header. So how do we do the loop here? Already we have discussed. We have a statement what? Loop and what? End loops. Okay, so let me use what? Loop at what is the internal table? T underscore emp and what? end loop. So when I say loop here, it makes a copy of the first record. It always starts from what? First record. What is the first record? 6 Ravi and what? Manager. So that is again copied back to what? The header. So this is 6 Ravi and something what? Manager. Since it is successfully copied from body to header, it will enter the loop. Then inside the loop, I have to use what statement? Write statement. So write employee number, employee name, employee what? Designation. So save it, check it, no errors. Sorry. What is that internal T underscore EMP hyphen what? EMP. How do you access the internal level fields? Internal table name hyphen field name. Okay, so save it, check it, no errors, done. So like this, what the loop will do, it will iterate how many times? 5 times, because we have 5 records in my internal table. Each time it goes to the next record automatically and will populate the records. Is it clear? Done. So let me execute this. I got the output. Is it clear? So the main thing you have to focus in this is we are eliminating the usage of what? Occurs keyword. So what is the standard syntax for declaring internal table means what you say? First we'll create what? Types declaration with the required fields. Types declaration will only what? Act as what? Template. It doesn't allocate any what? Memory. Based on the types declaration, we need to create the internal table. It can be of type standard table or sorted table or what? Hash table. Then as usual, in order to fill your internal table, first you have to put the data in what? Header. From header, I have to copy to what? Body of the internal table. In order to print it, again I have to get each record from body to what? Header. That is done by using what? Loop and what? End loop. Clear? Any questions? Vijay, probably you may not understand it clearly. What you do is just give me a call in the afternoon around 11:30. Okay, I'll speak to you what to do. Okay. Yeah. Others, if you have any doubts, please ask me. Done. Okay. Right. So this is the way we use the standard syntax. Now it is always recommended to create the internal tables without header. It is always recommended to create the internal table without header. So now what I'll do is let me create an internal table but without what? Header. So see the change here. I'll copy this 19 to 20. I'm copying 19 to 20. Click on copy. Let me select all the checkboxes. Done. See the change here. Let me just comment everything. Right. So what I'll do is, what is the standard way of declaring the internal table? First you have to create what? Yes. You have to create what? Types declaration with the required fields. I have done it. You can give any name. Any name. Okay. Then based on the types declaration, you have to create what? Internal table. What type of internal table it is? Standard. By default it is what? Standard internal. Did I okay in the syntax if you observe, I gave this with header line in the square brackets now. Square brackets indicates what? It is optional. Means I may or may not use. In the earlier example, I said what? With header line. So if I don't use with header line, it is understood as what? Without header. So when I save it, check it. As of now, no errors. Okay. So what is the what procedure we are following in order to fill your internal table? First, you are putting the data in what? Header. From header, we are copying it to what? Body. Okay. So see this. Here I said clear T underscore what? EMP. First it checks whether this internal table has got any header. Does it have its own header? No. So what happens now? It clears what? Yes, body. Yesterday only I told. If the internal table doesn't have what? Header, clear statement will clear what? Body. Am I clear? Okay, suppose In the earlier case, I said with header line, right? So if I say like this, it will clear what? Header. If you want to clear the body in this case, what you will do? Already we discussed. You have to use what? This particular symbol, na? This symbol indicates what? Body. It indicates what? Internal table. So what I am trying to show here is, I created an internal table without header. So when I say apply clear statement here, since internal table doesn't have its own header, it will clear what? Body. So do you have anything to clear in the body? No, as of now nothing is there in the body, just leave it. So this is not required. Done. Now I'll do like this. Is it valid or invalid? Yes? Valid? Huh? Why invalid? Yeah. So this is an internal table without what? Header. So when I try to assign this, it will try to assign this data in the header area, na? But internal table doesn't have its own header. So when I do syntax check, try to understand. When I do syntax check, I got an error. What is the error here? T underscore emp is a table without what? Header line, and therefore has no component called as what? Emp number. Okay, is it clear to everyone? So this will give me what? Syntax error. Any questions? Please ask me. Done. So I don't have header, but I have to fill our internal.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
So line number 9, it will allocate neither body nor header. So what it will actually do? Only declare a variable.
Yes, it just declares a variable without any static memory.
Declare anything into the memory.
Yeah, without any memory. Is it clear, Vikas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right. So this is giving me what? Syntax error. Why it is giving syntax error? Because there is no default header for our internal. Assignment will always be done at what? Header. So since I don't have header, I got this particular error. So let me comment it. So if I don't have header, I cannot fill my internal table. No? I cannot directly put the data in what? Body. Okay, so what you have to do, see the notes here. In the above syntax, that is in step 2, if the internal table is declared what? Without header, then perform what? Step 3. So if you create it with header, I don't require what? Step 3. Am I clear? So see this. What is that step 3? Declare the work area based on what? Type declaration. This work area, nothing but what? Structure can be a normal work area or a field symbol work area. So don't focus on this point at this stage. Yeah. Syntax for what? Normal work area. What is the syntax for declaring the work area? Data. What is work area name? Type what? Type name. So what I have to do in this context, since I don't have what? Header, I have to take a separate work area. What is the syntax? It seems data. What is this? Work area name. You can give any name, but generally you will start the work area with what? WA. WA underscore. I'll give a meaningful name. What is this? EMP. Type followed by what? Type name. So in my context, what is the type name? TY underscore EMP. Is it clear? So this is not an internal table. If I use table of only, if you use table of only, it is called as what? Internal table. Here, did I use any table of? No. So it is a work area. How do you distinguish whether it is internal table or work area? Means not by names. By using this what? Table of. Table of means it's an internal table. So for your understanding, I'll just say what? Internal table what? Without 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 what? Default header. Default, I mean, doesn't have its own header. So what I did here, I declared what? Explicit what? Work area. Explicit means a separate structure, a separate work area, nothing but this. I'll use it as what? Header. I'll use this as what? Header. Very clear? So what is the story now? What is the understanding now? Here a work area got created. Work area got created based on the type declaration. What are the fields in that? Same. EMP number, ename, and what? EMP designation. What is the name of this? What is the name of this? WA, work area. Okay, done. Then what is the process? You first store the data in the header. This will act as what now? Header. From header you have to copy to what? Body. So see here again, before I store, let me what? Clear. Clear what? W underscore EMP. W underscore EMP hyphen what? Employee number. I'll store some data. W underscore EMP hyphen employee name. W underscore EMP for employee designation. So done, right? I have stored some data in what? Header, right? Now from header you have to copy it to the body now. So far how you are doing it by using what statement? By using what? Append statement. By using append statement we are able to copy the data from header to what? Body. Now is this valid or invalid? Is this statement is valid or invalid? Why invalid? Yeah, so what this will try to do, it will try to copy the data from default header of what? T underscore EMP to the end of the internal table. But does it have its own header? No. Am I clear? Understood? So this will give me what? Syntax error. Let's see that. What is the error I got? The internal table T underscore EMP has what? No header line. The work area so and so must be specified what? Explicitly. Am I clear? So this statement will try to copy the data from default header to the end of the internal table. So let me put it as what? Syntax error. So what I have to do now? Yes, from explicit work area. What is that separate work area? W underscore what? EMP. So I'll say append what? W underscore EMP to what is the internal table? T underscore EMP. Is it clear? So what is the overall understanding? We generally declare an internal table without what? Header. We need to take what? A separate work area. Fill your work area first. From work area we have to append it to what? Internal table. So repeat this process for what? Rest of the what code. So let me remove all this things. Done. So I'll just copy this. Right. So I'm filling the work area and I'm storing there. Yeah, done. So they are some of the what records. Okay, done. Now what I have to do? I have to display it. Na? How do you display? You have to use what? Loop. So far what you are doing? Loop at what? T underscore EMP. Right? Loop at T underscore EMP. What this will try to do loop statement? It will try to populate the data from body of this internal table to its default header. Na? Does it have default header? No. So when I do syntax check, what is the error I got? See, understanding this error is important. Am I clear? Not this error, any error, you have to able to what? Analyze error. Internal table T underscore EMP has what? No header line. One of the additions into work area or what? Assigning or what? Reference into or what? Transporting no fields is what? Required. So this is giving me what? Yes, syntax error. So let me just comment this. So now I'll say loop at what? T underscore EMP into what? W underscore work area. Okay, then restart the process. Clear what? W underscore EMP of an employee number. Employee designation and what? Enter. So when I execute this, I got the data. So what is the overall understanding here? I declared an internal table without any header. So in order to fill your internal table, I require what? Separate structure. So how do you declare the structure based on the types declaration? Data, work area name, type what? type name. So I declare data, some work area name, type or type name. Then you fill your work area for every record. From work area append it to what? End of the internal table. That's it. Clear? Any questions?
So declaring internal table without header, does it improve the performance?
Yes, it is recommended.
How?
It is recommended to declare the internal tables without header, because as of now, in order to fill your internal table, we require what? Work area. Understood? First, you have to put the data in what? Work area, and from work area only we are appending it to what? Internal table. But going forward, already I discussed this. Yeah. Going forward, we are going to fetch the data from where? Database. When you fetch the data from database, data will come and sit directly in what? Body. I mean to say the internal means what? That's what body. Do I require work area here? No. Understood? So, if I create with header, what happens? Unnecessarily memory will be allocated for the work area. Na? I may not require in some cases. What is that? One of the case. This is the case. Got it? Huh? So it has got some dependency. I'll explain it elaborately when we go to our database programming. Okay. But make an habit to declare the internal tables without what? Header. So since it is without header, you take a separate work area and then you have to process it. Done? Clear now? Okay. Now let's continue from here. So when I execute this, I got the data done. Okay. I'll do one thing. Let me store some more records. Yeah, so when I execute this, I got the data. We got what? Some 6 records. Is it clear? We got 6 records. Now, my next requirement is, let me do it in the same program, or else let me do it in the next program. Okay, I'll just copy this 20 to 21. Yeah, now the requirement is, wherever manager is there, that designation should be changed to senior manager. Understood? So I don't, there might be 1 lakh records. Wherever the designation is manager, that designation should be modified to what? Senior manager. Okay, so see what I'll do. So I'll say loop at what? T underscore emp into what? W underscore emp. Unnecessarily, I should not loop the entire internal table. No? I should modify only those records where designation equal to what? Manager. So already we know this, where what? Employee designation equal to what? Manager. Understood? So if I don't use where condition, it will loop from first record to last record. No? Okay, so I want to loop only those records wherever designation equal to what? Manager. So when you loop here, what happens? Each record will come to what? Each record come to what? Work area. So see the change here. I'll say W underscore EMP hyphen what? Employee designation equal to what? Senior manager. Am I clear? W underscore EMP hyphen employee designation equal to senior manager. Where I am doing the changes? in the work area, not in the internal table, but I should reflect in what? Internal table. So I'll use a statement called as what? Modify. What is the internal table name? T underscore emp from where? From w underscore what? Emp. So I don't know whether it is modified or not. Check it, no errors, done. So just I want to check whether it got modified or not. I can do it only if I print. Okay, so let me use again. Okay, so for your understanding, I'll say write data after using what? Modify inside what? Loop. Okay, so I'm reprinting it. I'm printing what? All the records. Let me check it now. This is the original data. Is it modified? Yes. First record got modified to senior manager. This also got modified to what? Senior manager. So we are able to do what? Modification. So see the technique. Before I explain that logic, directly I cannot modify in the body. Directly I cannot modify in the body. First you do the necessary changes at what? Work area, that is header. Then comparing with header you update your internal table. That is the story. Understood? We don't have any direct statement to modify the record directly in the body. You get that record into what? Header. Make the necessary changes in what? Header, and then update your body. So that's what I did here. See this. First, what I am doing here, I am looping only those records wherever designation equal to what? Manager. So header, I'll call with 100 different names. Header, work area, structure, line type, row type. Understood? So there are many names. The purpose is what? Same. Header, work area. Already I told in the notes also it's clearly specified. Header, work area, line type, row type, structure. All the things name are what? Same. Purpose is what? Same. So see here, what I am doing here, I am looping my internal table only those records wherever designation equal to what? Manager. So this is my original data. Na? How many records satisfy that condition? Only 2 records. So only these 2 records will be looped. That is employee number 5 and employee number what? 18. So first record will come into the work area. Then what I am doing? What is the actual designation in the work area? Manager. I am changing it to what? Senior manager. But I should update the internal table. So what I am doing here? Modify T underscore EMP from what? W underscore EMP. So SAP will have intelligence. SAP will have intelligence which record it has to modify, because it has looped which record here? Yes, first record and what? Fourth record. Initially loop which record? This record, na? It will update this record only. Okay, so here I'll put the breakpoint. I am putting the breakpoint, just observe here. Yeah, if you see the internal table, this is my actual internal table. What is the first record designation here? Manager. What is the fourth record designation? Not fourth record. What is that? Fifth record designation is what? Manager. Okay. Yeah, fifth record designation is manager. Done. So what is that I am doing here? Loop at T underscore EMP into work area where designation equal to what? Manager. So it will take the first record. Is the designation manager? Yes. That record is transferred to what? Work area. So see here, I'll say F5. It has entered into what? Work area. Let me check the data in the work area. How do you check? W underscore EMP hyphen what? Employee number. What is employee number? 5. W underscore EMP hyphen employee name. What is this? Ramesh. W underscore EMP hyphen employee. Designation is what? Manager. This is the first record only, na? 5 Ramesh and what? Manager. That got populated to the work area. Now I am doing the changes at what level? Work area level. So see here, this manager in the work area will be updated to what? Senior manager. So when I say F5, it got modified to what? Senior manager. But if you see the body, in the body still it is what? In the body for this record still it is what? manner. So I should update the body also. Na? So SAP will have the intelligence which record it has looped. Which record has looped? First record only. Na? So I'm using what? Modify what? T underscore EMP from where? W underscore EMP. So what it will do? It will take this employee number from work area. What is this? 5. Any change here? No change. Then it will take what? Employee name. What is the employee name here? Ramesh. It will check here. Any change? No change. Then it will take what? Designation. What is this? Senior manager. Any change here? Yes. So it will update this to what? Senior manager. Wherever there is a change, it will update that. See now when I say F5, I am about to execute what? Modify statement. What happened? Got update to what? Senior manager. We are still in the loop only. Na? So I'll say F5. Right. Again, second record, what is this? Supervisor. Condition not satisfied. Employee not satisfied. Supervisor not satisfied. What is the next record? Man, this is satisfied now. So when I say F5, yes, it has entered the loop. So see the data now. 18 seniors and what? Manager. So I am updating the work area. What is it? Senior manager. Again I am using modify now. So what this modify will do? It will compare field by field between what? Internal table and what? Work area. So it will take the employee number from work area. What is this? 18. What is this here? 18. No change. Am I clear? Then it will check what? Employee name. One second. Let me complete. Okay. This is employee name. What is this value? Srinivas. What is this here? Seniors. Any change? No change. Okay. Next what? Designation is what? Senior manager. Here what is this? There is a change. So what it will do? It has to update the body row. Na? So when I say F5, yes, it got modified to what? Senior manager. Am I clear? So output is working fine. Output we are getting. But internally what is happening? Internally what is happening? It is going to check the entire record between what? Work area and the corresponding record in what? Body. So that record has got how many fields? 3 fields: employee number, employee name, and employee designation. Even if that record is having 20 fields, it will compare what? Each field, which is a time consuming. Na? So whenever we use modify statement, it is recommended. So I'll just comment this. What is this? Performance issue. So what I'll do? Modify T underscore EMP from where? W underscore EMP. I'll say transporting. What is that field? Employee. I know that which field I modified. Employee designation. So when I say transporting employee designation, unnecessarily it will not check employee number and what? Employee name. Directly transports the modified employee designation from where? Work area to what? Internal change. Output is same, but performance will be what? Improved. Here we have only 5 records, there is no change. If you have 5 lakh records, then performance will be what? Improved. Am I clear? That's it. Any questions? Please ask me.
Sir, the loop process will take place in memory or where?
Sorry.
The loop that was running, that will take place in memory or where?
In the memory only, na? In the memory only.
Okay.
Application server. Here there is one more performance issue. What is the performance issue means? If you have 1 lakh records, in that 1 lakh records, 10,000 managers are there. Yes or no? 10,000 managers are there. How many times this will be executed? 10,000 times. How many times modify will be executed? 10,000 times, which is a performance issue. So how to avoid this? That we'll discuss in the next class. Understood? Still there is a performance issue. Here we have only 5 or 2 records, that's fine. If you have huge number of records, using modify inside what? Loop and loop will degrade the performance. So we should avoid the usage of modify inside what? Loop. So how to avoid? That we'll discuss in the tomorrow's session. Before that, if you have any questions in this part, please ask me. Yeah, Prasad,
Sir, yesterday notes actually program whatever that has not finished.
you didn't receive it, huh?
Oh
Okay.
no.
What about others? Others, did you got my mail yesterday, all of you? That notes and progress? Others? Okay, you got it, huh? Okay. Others? Okay, you got it now. Okay. I think Prasad, your mail ID was missing. Okay, so
Okay.
I'll just add it in that list. Okay. Acha, acha, yesterday
Okay.
you called me, right, Prasad, to send the ID, na? Okay, okay. So I
I
think,
had mailed you, not called. I had mailed you.
okay. No, I think you believe you called me at 7:30 also, right, yesterday, to send me the meeting ID.
Ah, yes, yes, yes,
Ah,
correct.
correct, correct. So I think your ID was not there in the list. No problem. I'll add it today.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. Right. So any questions here?
sir.
Done. Okay. So requires practice. Okay. Requires practice. Otherwise, money will be wasted, time will be wasted. Okay, going forward, once I complete internal tables, actual programming will start. So in from there onwards, in every requirement we'll be using what? Internal tables, work areas. So again, I will not discuss what is modify, what is loop, what is append, what is transporting. All these things we should be what? Strong by that time. We'll focus on what? Other things. Okay. Chalo then. So we'll continue tomorrow, right?